The biggest change is since we've been able to do the year-round camp, where we started treating Verbicina and Psiloides golden crownbeard year-round. This is a weed that grows really tall and causes higher mortality in seabirds. It's not native to this area and outcompetes all of the native plants, and it causes an environment that's really hot and birds die of heat exhaustion, essentially. So that, you can't even see a single one anywhere. If I could probably find one for you, but mostly we're just depleting the seed bank. And then last year we eradicated, well, we hope we eradicated big-headed ants. We haven't seen one since last November, and we'll be doing surveys periodically to check for them, but we're pretty sure that those ants are gone. Those have a big impact, especially on really small birds, on chicks like the Tristram storm petrel that has a tiny little chick, and they eat them alive. The soldiers have big mandibles and they just eat them. And then the first thing the DLNR did after the Coast Guard left was eradicate rats, and that probably had the biggest impact on the seabird population, and all of the birds started to return slowly. So some of the rare populations of birds like Christmas shearwaters, bulwers petrel, Tristrams, storm petrel are all quickly doubling, tripling in numbers. Booby population is all quadrupling. Albatross population almost doubled last year. We had a little over 25,000 pairs, and now we have somewhere around 40,000 pairs of laysan and 3,800 pairs of black-footed albatross. Black-footeds maybe aren't doing as well. You know, there's some other factors that are influencing their success, probably the long-line industries. Improving their habitat certainly improves the success of their chicks, but we can't do anything about what happens at sea, other than ban them and get ban returns and know that that's where the take is. And we do ban all the blackfoots for that reason, so we get some ban returns and know something about how why their numbers aren't increasing like the rest of seabirds. I think it's important to recover all species as much as we can to live in a stable ecosystem that has all of the components that have been there for eons. They all have a niche, they all have a place on the planet, and if these birds are gone, there's an impact that is also on us, and they can teach us a lot. And they are teaching us a lot about our habits. They bring home the plastic. They throw up huge plastic loads where they go out to sea and forage. And normally a bird can just dip off the surface and pick up squid, flying fish eggs, and that's great, you know, but now they're picking up plastic. And it's giving us an indication of what we're doing to our planet, you know, as an indicator. They keep fishery stocks healthy, they add guano to the system. It's, for me, makes life worth living to have these glorious animals around me, soaring 6-foot wingspans, adorable chicks. You know, it's just an inspiring place to live, but just to know that we can do something for them, you know, to make at least their nesting habitat. There's not a huge amount, obviously, that we can do for when they're foraging at sea, but at least where they come to have their babies can be a safe place, and have them prosper. I come from farm stock. You know, I really like the remoteness. I love living in nature. I love working with young people, inspiring them to take care of the planet, to make a difference, for them to know that they can make a positive difference. For me to come back year after year, I get to see the change, that's very, very inspiring. If you just work at something for a year or two, you don't get to see these big changes, decadal changes. You know, I can think back now over 25 years and remember some of these areas don't look anything like they did when I first walked across them. For one thing, there was a big Coast Guard station here with a 625-foot tower and guy wires and trucks and C-130s, and you know, so it's inspiring to see ecosystem recover, to see the native plants and introduce them and see them flourish, and it'll take care of itself. We don't have to be here forever, but I think we need to be here long enough to restore the habitat, and into the future, monitoring seabirds is probably important for telling us something about the big ecosystem. And disentangling these animals is part of the job. Disentangling seals, disentangling birds from marine debris. We've saved quite a few monk seals, maybe more than 10 over the years, and with the population declining like that, it's real important. Significant things that we can do for them. But yeah, I'm happy with my career choice. Yeah, it was many hands that did this. I put time and a half in to do it, but without all of these people working together to do this, this would not have happened. And I think they all know it. They pay close attention, and they know, they watch what we're doing at all times and want to know how things are going and how the lay sand duck is, and you know, how this restoration area is doing. And so we've got a family of Curians.